Bro, shift up. What did I do? What did I do, bro? Oh my god. Listen, I dropped the Emma because they dropped Emma early. So I dropped the video on Emma. Then freaking, because I thought they were gonna space it out by like an hour or 2 hours. So it'd been fine if I separated the videos like that. No. They dropped Yunwa a little bit after. I covered the Yunwa video. Then Vesti dropped like a decent amount of time between that, right? The longest gap, if anything. And then I'm like, okay, I'm free. I dropped three videos. I'm home free. No. Dude, they dropped like the biggest news ever. Screw the quirk skill sets, whatever. Dude, I just covered a video for a separate game, and that game has the word quirk skill sets. And I'm so ingrained in saying that word, as I've been saying it for the last 5 days now, because it's been such a big topic that I had to cover. Okay, lock in. Dude, this is insanity. I nutted before this video. I'm being straight up, dude. Holy hell, this is crazy. You want to see this? My jaw dropped. Listen, something else almost dropped, dude. Oh my god, check this, all right? Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. We're gonna check this out together. Dude, because I usually don't spoil anything, but the image just came out and flashbanged me left and right. I'm like, oh my god, it's happening. You're gonna exactly, you know that Michael Scott meme? It's happening. Oh my god, that's this right now. You'll experience this the same way that I did, all right? So first we're gonna watch the main chapter, all right? Lube you up a little bit, and then immediately destroy you right after this, all right? Prep. Right there, first line, already nutted. Here you go. Nayuta has summoned us. It's finally happening. We've been waiting for this. It's finally happening. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening. If that slowpoke has called this, something big must be happening. It is. This is why they said Avengers. They were literally saying Avengers for the reason. That's what the next story is going to be. They're going to be all grouping up and just saying, I guess what's up to each other. Another new Nikke revealed over here. By the way, this one is something else. I think I have the name of this one. There's one more that doesn't have the name yet. And then over here we see another Nikke, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And yeah, this seems like this is Nayuta. I just realized that. This is Nayuta, actually. Wow. So that's Nayuta. The humble one is called Nayuta. They changed her. No! Dude, I'm pretty sure her leak design was there. She had like a camel on her leak design too. Not something else. A camel. Calm down. So that's gone. R.I.P. Nayuta. So she looks like this over here now. She looks like she has a similar, I guess-ish clothing to a degree. But she looks entirely different from the leak. And by the way, what did the subtitle just say? Did it just say Queen Jean over there? So never did I dream I would enter a noble heroes from the replace. The noble, humble one is called Nayuta. So we finally get to meet Nayuta. A special gene course through thy body. 'Tis not ever active, but only awakens upon certain conditions. So it is. There exists a thing called the Queen Gene. Tracking the 4 beasts is our top priority right now. Damn. Wow, look at that artwork. New chapter update, August 7th. Huh. When they said the tone's gonna shift. Yeah, tone's gonna really shift here. Alright. That's it. There's still so much time left in the trailer, so there must be a last minute reveal. What an interesting story. Is that Labralia? About the queen? Is that Labralia? I think that's Labralia. Or it's somebody else, maybe. I think that's Labralia. I'm curious what the comments are saying on Twitter. Is that Labralia? I don't know. Might be. Maybe I'm wrong. So there you go. That's the PV. Very crazy stuff here. So in the PV, you get your first look at this Nikke over here. You get your first look at this Nikke over here being Nayuta. And is that it? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it for the PV. So there you go. Now, they publish a tweet. And this tweet shows everything you need to know. Main chapter, new Nikke profile. There are a total of 4 Nikkes making their first appearance in the upcoming main story chapter 39 to 40. What new encounters await all commanders ahead? Here is a simple introduction preview of the Nikkes for commanders. Oh my god, it's happening, bro. Oh my god. Alright, lock in. Here we go. Here's what we got. On the left over there, we do not know who the hell that is. People are saying that's a 4 beast. Is it? I don't think so, right? At this point, anything's possible, so I'm not going to say that, but I don't think so. Looks like a super cool character, though. Not much that I could say on this one. I don't know too much. So we'll say the left one. Obviously speaking, we'll go with it. They don't obviously list anything. We don't have the squad or anything. We don't have anything else. But we do meet our first 2 Pioneer or rather, two Pioneer Nikkes over here get introduced. We have Pioneer Pinocchio. We also have Pioneer Nayuta. So yes, if you are familiar with Nayuta's original design, they have officially changed it. So I'm guessing that's what they're going for. I really like the original, but a lot of players did say that it looked underhyped. It didn't look like Pilgrim level. So maybe this looks like Pilgrim level to you. It looks like a Genjin character to a degree, dude. I was like, I think it's Ayaka. Is that her name? Ayaka. And I was like, what the hell? Super cool looking though. Pinocchio also looks really cool. I've seen on Twitter as I'm scrolling through, people make that already their profile picture, and I see some people say like Blue Archive. It looks like Blue Archive or something like that. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's what Pinocchio is. That's Nayuta. Now over there, you might not know who this is, but I actually know who this is. So apparently, originally this character was listed as a Pilgrim. I don't know if that is still factual. That's like a very old information drop that happened like back then. This is a day one. Yes, you remember right. This is a day one Nikke. That Nikke over there has been data mined since the beginning. I don't think she's ever been like officially revealed in game, like where you could like see her mug. But she is called Endless. That is Endless. If you search Endless before this and you know of this Nikke, or you've seen like the old data mine Nikkes, she's been in the game for a very, very long time. And they finally ended up showing her off here. So that's two Nikkes, I'm pretty sure, that are brand new, being Pinocchio and the one on the left there. And then on the right over here, Nayuta and Endless. These two are old. They've been here since day one. Obviously, Nayuta has been revamped entirely, and Endless has been revamped a bit. Endless looks pretty similar. I don't know if I can show the data mine parts because that's how they shift the biz. Who knows at this point? But pretty much like how they've changed her is they changed her hairstyle over here. If you know like Tamaki from Fire Force, that's kind of what her hairstyle was, just super long hair and like pigtails up front, and then like a massive like captain's hat and some other stuff associated. And then she was like fully clothed. They took all the clothes off pretty much, and they just removed the pigtails and the hat. That's all they did. That's how they changed her. Yeah, they pretty much like all of this just wasn't hanging out. It was like a full clothing piece here, and she was covered, but now they're not. So how they updated her pretty much is removed like the hardcore pigtails. It's like kind of there, like this stuff. It was just more exasperated, like you could see it like hanging off, and then they just took her clothes off. So that's how they redesigned her. Nayuta they redesigned very differently, but I'm pretty sure that's the same Nayuta, right? They just redesigned her because we knew it in the leaks. The name Nayuta was tied to something else, but very, very cool characters. She originally, I think, was listed as a Pilgrim, so I think she might actually end up being a Pilgrim. I don't know about her, but these two are, again, part of Pioneer, Pinocchio and Nayuta, so I wonder if any of these now match our 3rd anniversary. Remember, originally, it seemed that anniversary would be going for Anise, because Anise has been, like, hyped up for a bit now, plus the director, you know, right, he's been hyping up, hey, something big is happening, my favorite character, wink, wink, right? And then in dev interviews, they said that both Anise and Neon will be getting their overspecs at some point, relatively soon. So since that dev interview, right, Roppy got hers. Now we're wondering, is it time for Anise and Neon to get it? But maybe a change of plan. Maybe they don't think that Anise can carry the hype. Maybe Anise would make more sense for the New Year's one, like Roppy was, right? Maybe that's the case. And if that's the case, I definitely think that maybe Endless, if that's what they call her still, over here would carry any hype, or maybe even Nayuta. I'll see about Pinocchio. I think Pinocchio could be like a secondary character. There's still Hansel and Gretel. There's still Leviathan, Behemoth, Ziz. There's still plenty of characters, but we finally have met Nayuta and also the day one character Endless. And again, if that's still what they name her. But Pinocchio's there as well, and then the 4th character. But looks super, super cool. Very, very exciting tweet. They honestly cooked. I won't say anything. These are very popular designs. I don't think anybody's going to complain about them, and I don't think anybody's going to have any issues here. They look really nice, so yeah. Well, now with these characters being in the mix, you'll never know what Annie has to offer, because they can go for anything here. If they've built up enough hype on one of these characters, they can really sell it, and it's still plenty of time to build up that hype. You still have those 2 major chapters to go through. You still have the side story in October, but with this, it could if Anise doesn't get anything major in this update, you could just say it leans towards these characters potentially being it. If one of them is like a major highlight, which in this case Nayuta would probably be the major highlight, right? Seemingly she is like the biggest part, where she's on the freaking art of the update right there in the back, right? So there is that. Super cool trailer though. Yeah. And she's over here. Are you Uncle's friend? All right, I'll wrap it up there. Super cool update. Wow. Yeah. All right. Take care, have fun. That's been it from me. It just looks nice. The entire thing, the new Nikkes look really good. So they know what they're doing. I definitely think when they make a Pilgrim, they have a formula and they know how to make the Pilgrim look good. I wonder, again, in your comment, in the comments here, who is the best one out of these four? I know that from like Twitter comments, I've seen people saying that it's Nayusha or it's Endless. But who is the best out of the four here? I'm curious, bud. I wonder when they're going to finally tackle releasing more of the other characters. Drilly and Liver, they're just sitting there dying in the final. So hopefully they get out at some point. They need freedom. Take care, have fun. That's been it for me. Looks super, super cool. Well done, Shift Up. Well done. You're cooking out here.